Man. Ellsworth? There you go.
You too. Bye.
I tore that one open. I hope you're ready to eat it.
Oh, I can do that for you. I'll do it.
I yanked a little hard. I couldn't quite get it peeled out. Okay, need two of those. All right. 188. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and $1. Thank you. You bless me. You bless me. That's that.
So you know how it takes like 10 seconds for the video to start, right? So right at 10 seconds, he's like, I can get you over here. Right at 10 seconds, he's like, I can get you over here on this counter. And then right when I set my things down on the shelf, the phone ringed. That's a tan truck. Says one light. Say long. He's turning right here. This Whitey's pulling up right here. What's this? Stalker? What's that? A stalker with it? Is that the Whiteys? And then I was at my grandma's house this morning, and I come out of her house, and there's this white SUV parked like right across the street. It's like sitting on the side of the street. I think the back of the trailer was synced at the corner of the building. They love to sync backs of trailers with things. This person walked up when he pulled up, I think. And I hear a car honk right here, over there. And he's getting across the street, pretty much right there. And this looks synced, and it's synced right here, and that's synced with it. And then it's turning right here. They love to sync at those curbs. That car just got across the street right here. It looks synced at the other intersection. These trucks are always synced. It's gonna be synced again. The light's gonna turn green when I walk up. And this car is pulling up when I walk up. It has a 993 on it. Sync. Blue and red sync. This is right here. This is here. And the blue truck was getting over there at the same time. But it's been pretty chill like this since I stepped outside. The light just turned green right there. Oh, it's the corner of the building too. Here comes the whiteys. There's a 99 whitey. That red car is turning in front of me. It looks like it's syncing with this white truck. The tan car behind it has a 99. It's right behind it, like they're stalkers. This car, is it tan? Oh, it's silver. I think it's two silver. I think they're both silver, and it was pulling up the corner of the church. Like pulling up to there at the corner of the church. This white car is pulling up at the alley. This truck is pulling up as the whitey drives by me. And then this car is pulling up as it drives by me. It is tan, and then this car is going to turn as it drives by me. And it's driving by right there. And I think he was getting across the street when it drove by me. He's walking by me right there. This is right here. This is turning right here. This looks like it's a sink. Is it a sink? It's a taxi. It's definitely a sink. I think he's turning at the door, I guess. I think that whitey was sinking at the railing pole where they sink. What's next? I see a car in front of me right here, and a car. It's almost here. Is it one? I don't know. This is turning as it drives by me. He's pulling up to the intersection as I walk through the alley, and I saw a whitey at the other intersection. Is this guy one? Don't sink. I saw a white car behind that car. It looks sink. I see this car right at the railing pole. It's probably sink. I see that white car right after the door where they sink. Was it sink? This car is turning right here. Is it sink? This red truck is coming out at the same time and is pulling up at the same time as this blue car. Sink. And this car is at the same time, and it's red and blue in front of me. Sink. This is the place where they sink. Is it sink? There's the taxi again. This has a 77. It's pulling up at the center of the street. Is it sink? This has a 64 on this blue car with the red truck behind it. Are they sink? This car is pulling up right when I walk up. Is it sink? She's turning as I walk by. Is it sink? I see sink heads. I see the sink. This tan truck looks sink right now. This door where they sink. Or wait, that's not the door. It's that door that he drove out at. I see a car turning in front of me way up the street, right at the alley. It looks synced. This car is probably synced. Comes a silver car with a white car right behind it, and there's a white car turning out behind him as they pull up. And he's driving through right here. And there's a car that's going to drive by simultaneous. They're both silver and they're synced. And this is right here. It says a 7733 and he's waiting to drive all the way until I walk up. This has a 22 and a red shirt. I see a car turning over there that looks robotically synced. This car just pulled up right now. It looks synced. It's driving in front of me as a guy is walking in front of me, and this other silver car is pulling up behind me. That guy that's crossing the street. That's the one. Are they synced? I bet. I see a telelift in front of me. Is he synced? I bet. I bet $1 million. Who wants to bet me? You better have $1 million on you, because I'm right. So pay up. This is the Amazon car. Is he synced? I bet $1 million. Pay me. Make me rich. There's a telelift. Here's his truck at the same time as this. The last truck driving by. The little stock parade. I heard someone yelling over there. I think it was synced. I see his white truck pulling up. Is he synced? I see his skateboard. Is it gonna sync? Is it a sync board? You see this white truck over there as he rides by me. Is it a sync dog? With the red shirt? She's always synced with her dog every time I see her. That has a 44 sync. That has a red arm in the window. Did you see it? Sync. It's turning behind me right now. Sync. Right at the place where they sync. Just these two cars, they look sync. Right at the place where they sync. The white van's gonna turn in front of me and sync. The silver car is it synced? Oh, is that the corner of that building? Was it synced? I see two red cars over there, and then this car looks synced with the red car. Looks synced. Oh, is it gonna sync? There's the car starting right now. Is he gonna drive by me sync? Is that a whitey? It's early. Here comes the car that started. He's right after the corner of the house. The whitey was right before the corner of the house. It's going to the roundabout right now. This car just hit his lock button or whatever, or remote start. Is it synced? Is it synced with the blue truck as I walk by the red car? Is that the sync? Is it synced? She's closed the door right there. Whitey. She probably started backing up right when I got across the street. I see another red truck over there. He's probably synced with it. This car's coming out right when the white truck drives by me. Is it synced? It's in front of me as the white truck is behind me. Is it synced? Ooh. I hear a truck beeping right here. I think it's synced. Probably gonna stop beeping right here. Oh, it stopped already. I see the Domino's car. And he looks synced with this white truck. Looks synced. The white truck's getting across the roundabout right there. Looks synced. Looks synced. Silver and black synced. Synced at both sides of the roundabout. Synced. I think they're getting across the roundabout at the corner of the house. This car's at the corner of the house. And this car is coming out when he gets across the roundabout. This white car is coming out when he gets across the roundabout. That's in front of me at the crosswalk. This car is coming up. Is it sync? This white car is coming up at the same time. Are they sync? Are they sync? I hear a siren. Right when I turn around the building, I hear a siren. Sync. Sync. I heard a dinging sound inside this door when I walked by, and I look in there and I see someone with a plaid shirt on. I don't know if it's a sync, but that car was right at that corner of the building. Is it sync? Black and silver sync. Right at the middle of the alley with the black and silver sync. I think he's meeting a black car or a silver car. Whatever it is, they pulled up at the same time as each other. I hear a car coming up behind me as I approach this corner of the building. It's a sync. See the sync? Is this always sync? Is that always synced or what? Like every time I see it, is it always synced? Every time I see one? Yes or yes? Sync. Where's the ambulance? Is it gonna sync? I saw a truck with a trailer. I think it was behind me when the white car drove by me. Is it a sync? They're always synced. Is it synced again? Is he driving by the back of this car? Is that the sync? Bet that's the sync. Bet it was a sync. Did he just drove by a red car by me and then he met this red car at the intersection? The synced one? I don't know where the sirens went, but they're still going off. Do you hear them? This car's right here. It's synced. These are always synced, right? He's pulling up to the intersection right here. Is this gonna sync? Don't sync right now at this moment. Hey, you blew through the stop sign and then drove by me in the center of the street. Woo! This car's pulling up right now. See? There's the Amazon car again. Is it gonna sync? Is it sync? That was a blue car and that's a blue truck. Right after the blue car. The Amazon car's backing up next to me. Is it sync? The white truck is right here. Is it sync? The Amazon car is driving forward right here. Is it sync? This guy's opening the door right here. Is it sync? The door's closing pretty much right next to me. Is it sync? This car's right at this door. Is it sync? Is it a tan? It's tan sync. This is a place where they always sync. Is it sync? This is a door where they always sync. Is it sync? This is the ATM where they always sync. Is it gonna sync? Alright, I don't see one at the ATM, I don't think. This car looks like it's driving by synced. This truck is probably driving by synced at the door. I don't know. It's a little early. This and this look like they're synced. It's gonna drive right now, synced. Someone just came out the door of the building right now, synced. There's 2 red cars behind the synced car. 3 red cars. There's 3 red cars in a row behind the synced car. This is the dog. It was a dog walker that walked out synced. Are these birds synced? They're landing right next to me. Are they synced? Is that synced? Is this synced? Are these synced? Don't sync. Don't sync. Don't sync. It's a 33 and there's a tan car driving by the front of the car. Does it sync? Sync. They're closing the car door right now on the 33. They're hitting their lock button right here. This truck is right at the edge of the door. I heard a car door close right there behind me. Sync. This car is one light. Is he gonna sync? This is driving by at the edge of the door. Is it sync? It has a B2 license plate, and it's also meeting this black car, I think. There's the one light. Was he synced with the whitey turning? Is the white truck backing up right next to me? Right at the bank corner, too? Is the whitey truck backing up right next to me, right at the bank corner? Was it sync? Is it tan and white sync? Is it blue and red sync? Is it sync? Is that another red with blue and red? I bet. Was it sync? I bet. Those are black and silver. Were they sync? I bet. Sync.